Have you ever wondered how we could reverse climate change? Here is how this could be done. The Earth's thermostat is steadily climbing due to an excess of carbon in our atmosphere. This surplus creates an insulating layer, trapping heat that would otherwise escape into the cosmos. So, what's causing this carbon overload? The answer lies in two main factors. First, we have the destruction of our forests, which are nature's carbon sponges, absorbing carbon from the air and ultimately putting it back into the soil. Second, we have the burning of deep-ground carbon in the form of fossil fuels. This releases carbon that nature has locked away for millennia in the ground, is released into our atmosphere when these hydrocarbons are burned for energy. The current theoretical solution being proposed is to cease using fossil fuels, thereby eliminating over 85% of all energy emissions. However, this isn't a feasible solution for at least the next 3 decades, as we rely heavily on energy-dense fuel for trucks, ships, and planes. Current battery technology simply doesn't have the capacity to replace diesel or gasoline vehicles for heavy-duty tasks. Furthermore, the cost of transitioning to electric vehicles can be prohibitive. So could there be a more effective way to manage carbon emissions while still utilizing fossil fuels? Let's delve deeper into this. Nature has its way of balancing carbon. Nature absorbs atmospheric carbon into trees and plants, which eventually decompose and deliver carbon to the ground. Soil organic carbon is arguably the single largest and most important element in the ground for soil health, water cycle efficiency, and crop nutrition. Some of this soil carbon is used to foster forest and plant growth, effectively maintaining the carbon transitioning forests and plant volume naturally. More carbon means more tree growth, less carbon, and tree growth slows down. Nature's natural regulation of carbon is as simple as it is vast. The excess carbon migrates deeper into the ground where it is captured and fixed. This is how nature balances carbon. It's this deep ground carbon that fossil fuel companies extract for our energy needs, essentially reversing natural carbon cycles. Now imagine if we could return that extracted carbon back into the ground at the same rate we're digging it up. The method of returning carbon back to the ground is straightforward. We take the tens of millions of tons of organic waste and convert it into high-carbon biological soil fertilizers and give it to our farmers to rebuild their soil health. This not only reduces waste management costs but also curbs carbon emissions by 2 tons for each ton of organic waste diverted from landfills and transformed into nutrient-rich soil. This process mirrors nature's own method of composting and decomposition, a tried and tested system that's been around for billions of years. The benefits don't stop there. High-carbon soils are a boon for farmers, promoting better crop growth and resilience against climate change, all while reducing farming costs and risks. By implementing this system, we're essentially localizing farming inputs, reaping cost savings, and improving farming results. Done properly, this is carbon-negative farm production of food, energy, and resources at a lower cost, with more reliability, all generated locally in the rural economy. This is a redistribution of wealth back to the people, away from global fertilizers, waste management, and industrial farming interests. Our 1-for-1 plan is to create soil centers to collect organic waste and convert it into high-carbon commercial soil fertilizers all over the world. We have the expertise and technology to make these. They are very profitable, so we commit to drive all profits into more and more soil centers, helping more and more farmers and producing more and more soil carbon and soil carbon capture. We aim to supply free biological soil fertilizers to farmers for free all over the world. Why? To reduce rural poverty, to increase farm food, energy, and resource production for everyone, which coincidentally will reduce the cost to all of us, all the while rebalancing carbon and reducing climate change. Just so you know, we are reverting farming methods back to well-proven, conventional, sustainable farming methods used before industrial farming and chemicals. The Egyptians used conventional farming 12,000 years ago. In essence, we're constructing a dependable, integrated, lower-cost, localized, and standardized production platform that is carbon negative in our farms. From this, we can build out grown energy and food more reliably away from international interests. We have also decarbonized farming and waste management through cost savings, not consumer or taxpayer expense. We will discuss why fossil fuel companies and politicians have not done this in future videos. It'll make your blood boil. Curious about the next steps? Please like, subscribe, and follow to continue this enlightening journey. Next, oil centers. to replace our reliance on global oil with our own oil and energy alternatives.